Going straight in from right field as the Indians, fresh off taking 2 out of 3 from Minnesota, now take on the juggernaut Yankees. The Tribe with a record of 31-31, second place in the Central, 10.5 games out of first. New York leading the East. They have the fourth best record in the majors, 39-22. They have a 1.5 lead over Tampa Bay. David Rackley will be making the calls behind home plate. Sean Barber will umpire at first. The crew chief Larry Vanover at second, and Dan Bellino, the third base umpire. This breeze is again straight in from right and right center tonight, as we will have a packed house before it's all said and done. Some sunshine, some partly cloudy skies right now. Really no humidity to speak of, and just a really nice night for baseball as Zach Plesac makes his first ever start in Cleveland, making 2 terrific starts in Boston and Chicago. The right-hander, 6'2", 200 pounds, 24 years of age, fastball, curveball, slider, and change. Yankees getting their first ever look at him. DJ LeMahieu will lead it off, right-handed hitter at second base tonight. Plesac kicks and fires, and his first pitch is in there, a strike, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. 69 degrees, our game time temp. Plesac has that very abbreviated delivery. He lets it fly, and it's swung on, ripped foul upstairs, first base side, 0-2. Plesac looks like he's working out of the stretch as he stands sideways on the first base side of the rubber, but he has that abbreviated delivery. It's not a set position. It's just a very abbreviated delivery. Now the 2-strike pitch, outside a ball, 1-2. LeMahieu, great pickup by the Yankees in the offseason. He's fourth in the league in hitting at .323, 7 homers, 40 RBIs. The pitch, down low, ball 2-2. LeMahieu can play a lot of positions, and that's what the Yankees have now. Great depth and a lot of versatile players, and they've needed it with a plethora of injuries that they have had so far this year. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a great changeup. Plesac strikes out LeMahieu to start tonight's ball game, and that right now is Zach Plesac's second best pitch. Oscar Mercado's in left field tonight. Leonis Martin in center. Tyler Naquin in right. Carlos Santana at first. Jason Kipnis at second. Frankie Lindor at short. Jose Ramirez at third. And Kevin Plawecki, the catcher. The Indians overload the right side of the infield. And the third baseman, Ramirez, midway between second and third. The lone defender on the left side. The switch-hitting center fielder, Aaron Hicks. Batting left-handed. Lofts one high in the air to shallow right. And jogging in is Tyler Naquin. The wind keeps pushing it back toward the infield. And a quick out. And Aaron Hicks is out number 2 for the Yankees. Another guy that had spent significant time on the disabled list. Here's Luke Voigt. Boy, has he emerged, because it just seems like the youngster Greg Bird is never going to be an option at first for New York because he can never stay healthy. And Voigt has taken the opportunity, and he hasn't opened the door. He's knocked it down, batting .263, 15 homers, 39 RBIs. Righty-righty matchup. 2 outs, nobody on, no score. Plesac the wind and the pitch, and it's waved at for strike 1. Plesac in the starts in Boston and Chicago had a no decision and a loss, a 1.46 ERA in his 2 major league starts. The next pitch is wide, 1-1. He's averaging 6 innings per start. He had 9 strikeouts and 2 walks in 12 innings of work in the 2 starts. Outstanding. The pitch, check swing, he went around, and the count of 1-2, and he's throwing some pretty good sliders here in the first inning, and that's been his most erratic pitch. Now the wind and 1-2. Fastball, strike 3, called. Luke Voigt thought it was high. How about this kid? Boy, nothing faces the right-hander for the New York Yankees. He'll be doing the honors tonight against the Cleveland Indians, and boy, The way this guy is going, he might start for the American League All-Stars here in Cleveland in July. That's how good Germán has been up to this point. Domingo Germán leading the major leagues in wins as he comes in here with a record of 9-1 and an earned run average of .366. The Yankees are waiting for their first baseman, Luke Voit, to join them. That was odd. Germán looks around and says, "You ready?" I'd like to kind of make a pitch here. So Domingo Germán starts for the Yankees tonight. Mid-90s fastball, curve, and changeup. Germán kicks, fires. Frankie Lindor batting left-handed takes the strike. Germán, his delivery very similar to Zach Plesac. Looks like he's working from a set or stretch position, standing sideways, first base side of the rubber. The pitch swung on, fouled back 0-2. And then he's got that very abbreviated delivery. Lindor, over the last month, is hitting .339 with 7 homers. 2-strike pitch, and it's high, 1-2. Yankees overload the right side of the infield with 3. And Giovanni Urshela now playing like a shortstop. No score, first inning, the pitch. Lindor fouling it back, and the count stays 1-2. Domingo Germán. This is obviously the best season of what is a very young career and a great pickup by the Yankees in a trade. The pitch swung on and missed, and Germán strikes out Frankie Lindor to start tonight's ballgame. And that's nothing new when it comes to Domingo Germán. Germán is 6'2", on the slender side, weighing 181 pounds. He is 26 years of age. Germán last year appeared in 21 games with New York, 14 starts. He was 2-6 with a .557 ERA. Oscar Mercado fouls back the first pitch, strike 1. So not even the Yankees thought he'd make this kind of quantum leap in what could be his first full year in the major leagues. Germán kicks, delivers. Mercado takes inside, 1-1. Now the shift to the left side of the infield. 3 between second and third as Brett Gardner's in left field. Aaron Hicks in center. Clint Frazier, the former Indian, in right. Now the 1-1. Mercado swings through it, 1-2. Luke Voit at first. DJ LeMahieu at second. Didi Gregorius making his season debut at short. Giovanni Urshela at third, and Gary Sanchez catching. No score, first inning, the 1-2. A check swing foul to the right. Didi Gregorius had Tommy John reconstructive elbow surgery in mid-October. 8 months later, he's back playing shortstop in the big leagues. Amazing. Now the 1-2 pitch. And it's strike 3 called at the knees. Germán has struck out the first 2 Indians, one swinging, one looking. No score here in inning number 1. And with 2 down, Carlos Santana will bat left-handed, hitting .284, 11 homers, 37 RBIs. Germán, in 11 previous starts, has gone 9-1 with a .366 ERA. No complete games. He's going 6 innings to start. He's averaging 10 strikeouts, 3 walks per 9 innings. He's worked once out of the bullpen. The pitch to Santana, and he waves at it, strike 1. 3 infielders on the right side of the infield now. Aaron Boone, who did such a great job in his rookie year as Yankee manager a year ago, back in that first base dugout, leading the charge. Fastball in tight, 1-1. Indians had a tough time with New York last year, going 2-5. Now the 1-1 pitch, down low, 2-1. Both clubs had good years, but both clubs got banged in the division series. Boston wiped out New York, and of course, Houston swept the Tribe. The pitch swung on a little topper to the right of the mound. On the grass, Herman gloves, runs to first, about 15 feet away. Flips catcher Gary Sanchez. He had 18 home runs all of last year. Sanchez has 19, leading the American League. Right-handed hitter. Plesac, the right-hander, delivers. And it's a little outside, ball one. Indians put 3 on the left side of the infield. For the Yankees, Reggie Willits coaching at first, Phil Nevin coaching at third. Sanchez, a .262 batting mark, 19 homers, 37 ribbies. The pitch to him, and it is a little high, but called a strike. Well, this has been, here in the first 2 innings, consistent. David Rackley, the home plate umpire, is calling the high strike for both pitchers. So he has been consistent. Now the wind, now the 1-1. Curve and a beauty. 1-2 the count. Sanchez has already hit more home runs than any Yankee catcher before the All-Star break. 19, a new Yankee catcher's record for home runs prior to the All-Star game. Amazing. Now the wind, now the 1-2. Swung on a soft liner to left center, base hit. Over to cut it off in the gap on a slide is Mercado, and he'll hold him to a single. Yogi Berra had held the record since 1956, as Yogi Berra had 18 home runs before the All-Star break in 1956. Nobody had ever topped that until Gary Sanchez this season. Here is Didi Gregorius, his first at-bat of the year. One of the best all-around players in the game, recovering amazingly in 8 months from Tommy John reconstructive elbow surgery on his throwing arm. The pitch, and Gregorius with a rifle shot to right, base hit. It'll take one hop, go up against the wall. Gregorius on his way to second, throw, slide, tag, he's out. To third goes Sanchez. What a throw by Naquin, who has as good an arm in right field as anybody in the American League. Didi Gregorius, in his first major league at-bat of the season, rifles one down the right field line, a one-hopper to the wall. It'll be a single, but he is thrown out on a great one-hop throw by Tyler Naquin, and the head-first slide didn't even give Gregorius a chance. So a runner at third, now 1 out. The Indians bring the infield up for the DH. Switch hitting, Kendrys Morales. The pitch, and it's a little wide for ball 1. Morales was let go by Oakland in mid-May, and the Yankees jumped on him. Not having much of a year. Now the 1-0 pitch, and it's high, ball 2. Morales batting .189, couple of homers, 11 RBIs, switch hitting DH, as he is batting left-handed. Infield, not all the way in, but part way in. Runner at third, 1 out, no score in the second. The pitch, swing and a miss, went down and in, and the count 2-1. Of course, the Yankees still have a lot of key pieces on the disabled list. Their corner outfielders, Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, still hurt. Now the 2-1 pitch. High, ball 3, 3-1. No idea on when Stanton's going to get back. He has had bicep issues, shoulder issues, calf issues. There doesn't seem to be any kind of timetable for the return of Giancarlo Stanton. Now the 3-1. Swung on, fouled upstairs, full count. Aaron Judge could be back by the end of the month. When the Yankees go to London, yeah, they're going to London to play Boston at the end of this month, and there's a chance Aaron Judge could be back for that trip to London. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate, still 3-2. A beautiful 69 degrees in the game time temp, brought to you by Perfect Power Wash. Perfect results guaranteed. Visit perfectpowerwash.com and get your quote today. Morales deep in the box, slightly open stance, back foot close to home plate. Now the 3-2 delivery. Just a bit outside with a changeup. So Morales draws the walk. Plesac's walked 3 batters so far in 3 starts. So runners at the corners for the former Indian, Clint Frazier, who's taken advantage of the injuries to Stanton and Judge. And even center fielder Aaron Hicks was out quite a while. And Clint Frazier has come on and already hit a career-high 11 home runs. He was the 5th pick in the draft when the Indians grabbed him out of high school out of Georgia. He's a right-handed hitter batting .268, 11 homers, 30 RBIs. Has hit well in the clutch this year. He takes down and away ball 1. Frazier batting .406 with men in scoring position. Yankees have a runner in scoring position. Sanchez at third. Morales the runner at first. 1 out, no score, second inning. Infield now back at double play depth. Outfield the other way toward right. The pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0. Frazier's gotten himself into some hot water with the media in New York, which is easy to do. He has really had a hard time defensively. He's made a lot of mistakes. This is a kid that was a good outfielder in the Indians farm system, but he's lost confidence. The pitch ripped up the alley left center. Boy, he can still do that. Sanchez scores. Morales chugs into third, and an RBI double to left center by Clint Frazier. 1-0 New York. His 7th double, his 31st RBI. And while the media has been all over Clint Frazier for making mistakes defensively, but then not talking to the media after a game, doesn't really matter whether the New York media likes him or not. If he keeps hitting like he is, he'll keep playing. So the Yankees force the Indians to bring the infield in again. Runners second and third, 1 out. Here's Giovanni Urshela. And he has had a reincarnation in New York, batting .323, 4 homers, 24 ribbies. He takes, it's in there, called strike. Urshela has gotten all kinds of playing time with the injury to Didi Gregorius. Now tonight, for instance, Gleyber Torres, who had been playing short, he gets a night off. They'll give Urshela a night off. They'll give LeMahieu a night off. Now the 0-1 pitch, and it's swung on, foul down the right side, 0-2. And so the Yankees have been able to withstand injuries to major components because of their depth. Remember, they don't have, arguably, their pitching ace, Luis Severino. He's done. He's out. Dylan Betances still not in their bullpen. He's been hurt. The 0-2 pitch, up and in. Boy, that straightened him up. 1-2. James Paxton missed a month with a bad knee. It hasn't made one bit of difference. The Yankees just keep on winning. Great depth in this organization. And the Yankee people will tell you they're concerned about the chemistry of this club and how unsettling it might be to a club playing well when all these other pieces come back. Infield stays in. The pitch, a swing and a tapper to the mound. Plesac has him caught between third and home. Plesac runs towards the runner, and Morales, trying to get back to third, is tagged out by Plesac. Boy, did he do that well. Urshela reached out and hit a weak topper back to the mound, and Morales, who runs, well, you can't call what he does running. He just can't move. He broke for home. He had no chance to get back to third. He was so slow going back. Plesac ran to the foul line and ran him back to third and tagged him out himself. So Morales is retired, 1 unassisted. Frazier had to stay put at second. Urshela's at first on the fielder's choice, and that's a huge out for Plesac. Still 1-0 Yankees. Runners at first and second, 2 down for Brett Gardner, a tough out. Gardner takes inside a ball. He's hitting .225, 8 homers, 21 RBIs. Left-handed hitter in left field who really gets overshadowed by all the stars on this Yankee club, you might be the best two-strike hitter in the game. Left-handed hitter. Plesac's ready. Here it comes. And it's down and in. Ball 2, 2-0. Yankees make you work. Plesac making 21 pitches this inning. He only made 10 in the first. To get your best deal on any new or used car, go to Sunnyside Toyota in North Olmsted. Check out all of their inventory and their current specials online at sunnysidetoyota.com. Now the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3 outside. The leadoff hitter waits on deck. Plesac unhappy with himself. Well, it's his third major league start, and you've got to convince yourself, like he did in Boston, to go at those dangerous Red Sox hitters. You must attack the Yankee hitters and not try to nibble and make the perfect pitch. There's a strike on a fastball, 94 miles an hour. The count 3-1. But boy, that's a lot easier said than done. Yankees with a 1-0 lead, 2 out, 2 on, second inning, in front of a packed house in Cleveland. Now the 3-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, tried to hold up, fastball away. Full count on Gardner. Gardner checking with David Rackley. Was that going to be a strike? David Rackley said, we will never know because you swung. So the outfield, medium deep, pretty much straight away for Gardner. Infield normal depth. Frazier at second, Urshela at first, 2 down. And the payoff pitch is the runners take off. And Brett Gardner swings and grounds it to the second baseman. And Kipnis will throw him out. Heck of a job by a kid who just has amazing composure. We go to the bottom of the second. Jason Kipnis hitting cleanup against the tough right-hander Domingo Germán. Whether you're shipping from Cleveland or shipping through Cleveland, choose Global Transport, Northeast Ohio's preferred provider for transportation and logistics management. Germán misses high, ball 1. Kipnis trying to snap an 0 for 21 stretch. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss, good change. 1-1. Kip hitting .206, couple of homers, 13 RBIs. Yankees put 3 on the right side of the infield. The 1-1, up and in, ball 2, 2-1. Well, we want to thank our good friends at Harvest and Grounds. We've got a stand here in section 139 down below. The pitch. Swung and ripped to right base hit. That'll take care of the 0 for 21 as Jason Kipnis got a fastball and smoked it to right. Indians have their first hit. Now Jose Ramirez, switch hitter batting left-handed, whose best numbers have come against New York. Ramirez lifetime batting .368 against New York with 6 homers, 18 RBIs in 31 games. But Harvest and Grounds has a concession stand down below section 139, and they feature coffee and donuts. And my goodness, they have given us some of their examples tonight. They are phenomenal. A dozen donuts in a helmet. And the good news is after you've eaten those dozen, you don't need a car to get home after the game. Cinnamon sugar, powdered sugar, caramel glaze, and chocolate drizzle. A dozen donuts in a helmet. Folks, they're phenomenal. Section 139, Harvest and Grounds. Now the pitch to Ramirez, off speed, drops it in there, a strike. They also have hot coffee and cold coffee. So we thank the good folks at Harvest and Grounds, coffee and donuts, section 139, down below. The pitch, Ramirez pops it foul off to the right, and the count 0-2 is he just has a hard time not chasing balls that he can't possibly put into fair territory. And that's why he's behind in the count so often. Germán's ready. Hands at the belt. The pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on. Fouled back. Boy, did Kipnis have a jump, but with 2 strikes. Ramirez has to swing. Lyft is the official rideshare partner of the Tribe. They'll make getting to and from the ballpark a home run. Download Lyft today and get going. Indians trail the Yanks 1-0. Second inning. Kipnis at first. Nobody out. Ramirez awaiting the 2-strike pitch. And before it's made, throw over to first. Kipnis back standing. CC Sabathia will make his final start in this ballpark tomorrow afternoon against Adam Plutko. Plutko coming up from Columbus. Shane Bieber, Masahiro Tanaka on Sunday. The pitch swung on, fouled it back again. Still 0-2. CC Sabathia is certainly going to have a pretty good case for Cooperstown. And quite honestly, if you consider the character of the person, CC Sabathia should be a slam dunk for Cooperstown. The pitch, high, 1-2. He's in the mold of a Jim Thome. Guys will say Sabathia is the best teammate they've ever had, much as Jim Thome's teammates said about him. And CC Sabathia is going to finish his major league career with over 250 wins. Now the 1-2. Swung on, popped him up. Playable first base side of the infield. LeMahieu, the second baseman, will retire Ramirez. 1 out, 1 on. Tribe down 1-0. Thing about guys like Thome and Sabathia, they are the same guy today after a Hall of Fame career as they were the day they came to Cleveland.
And Tom, he's been with the Yankees longer now than he was with the Indians, but it still feels like yesterday that he was here because of the way he makes you feel when you visit with him. And we had him on the warm-up show tonight. He's not real emotional about tomorrow or this final season because he's in the midst of a season, and he's on a really good team that has a chance to do something special.
Jake Bauers DHing tonight. Well, see if Jake Bauers can get it going. It's been over 2 months. Bauers hitting .159 over the last 24 games. The set, the pitch, runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw to second, head first slide. Tag, got him. Kipnis didn't have as good a jump as the last time. And Gary Sanchez has only thrown out 3 of 20 base stealers until that perfect throw. 2-6 on the caught stealing. 2 down. Indians batting in the second, trailing 1-0. Bauers struck out 4 times last night. Left-handed hitter. The pitch to him, and he waves at it. Another changeup, 0-2. Well, at some point, Jake Bauers and other guys struggling have to make adjustments. The pitch waved at, swung and missed at a high heater, or that continues. The Indians trailing the Yankees here by a score of 1-0. As we go to the third inning, Zach Plesac did a whale of a job working out of that mess last inning, gave up just 1 run, and did what you always talk about, minimize the damage. Leading off for New York, the leadoff hitter, DJ LeMahieu, looks at a breaking ball for strike 1. Now the set. Now the next pitch. A little bit high, 1-1. Rosie I and Stephanie now in a sugar coma. There's the 1-1. Outside 2-1. Those donuts are incredible.
I like the fact, though, that we finished them. You're wearing the helmet now. That's good.
It is. You know, the powdered sugar adds a nice look to the hair.
Dignified.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on, lifted in the air to right. Routine for Naquin. Now I know how Raffy Collins feels with barbecue sauce all over his shirt. We have powdered sugar on our heads from wearing the donut helmet. Not a lot of people can pull it off, but we can. Stephanie keeps licking our hair to get the last of the powdered sugar.
You're going to take Baxter for 5 walks when you get home, aren't you?
Hi, honey, do you want to move? I can pack us all up in an hour. Yeah. Where are the boxes? Here's Aaron Hicks batting left-handed. He takes it's high and wide, ball 1. Those things are loaded.
They're good. 139 the section.
Now the 1-0. Swung on, hammered to right. Down the line it goes. Home run. Right inside the foul pole down the right field line for Aaron Hicks. It hugged the line, and it stayed fair. His 4th home run. They've all been left-handed. And the Yankees lead the Indians 2-0 here in inning number 3. And that marks 11 straight games that the Yankees have hit a home run in. They have now homered 19 times in the last 11 games. This is the 11th game, but we're only in inning number 3. So 2-0 New York. Here's Luke Voigt, struck out his first time up. The right-handed hitting first baseman taps it foul, third base side, strike 1. Indians baseball brought to you by Everstream, Cleveland's business fiber network. Whether it's Ethernet, high-speed internet, dark fiber, or data storage, Everstream with a data solution. Everstream.net. Plesac missing up 1-1. Well, against this lineup, you better have everything working. Your fastball, your breaking balls, your changeup. Plesac, the 1-1, and it's in there as strike on a fastball, 1-2. Yankees seeing him for the first time, but now second time through the order. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball got him swinging. Good slider. Best slider we've seen in his 3 starts. Third strikeout for Plesac. 2 down in the third. Here's Gary Sanchez. He doubled and scored in the second. Yankees on top 2-0 here in the third. Plesac, 12th round pick by the Indians just 3 years ago. And remember, when they drafted him, he had just had Tommy John surgery as a junior at Ball State University. So he didn't pitch at all in 2016 and not much in 17 either. The pitch, and it misses for ball 1. So really, you're looking at a guy that has had 1 full year in the minor leagues of development. Now the wind and pitch, and it's in there, called strike. 1-1. So it's an amazing ascension by Zach Plesac, who is still not a finished product, and everybody knows that. His first year of pro ball, he only pitched 51 innings. The 1-1 missed outside, 2-1. Last year, his first full year in the minors, 144 innings. Plesac's ready. And the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 outside, 3-1. He has been behind in more counts tonight than we've seen in the first 2 outings. He was so good this past weekend in Chicago, basically in his backyard. 3-1, bullseye, full count. He went 7 innings in Chicago, gave up 1 run on 4 hits. But the Indians got shut out 2-0. Lucas Giolito was just a little bit better. Full count now, 2-0 Yanks. The payoff, hit foul behind the plate. Sanchez stays alive at 3-2. The Yankees admit, sure, they want those superstars back, but boy, this club has really created a unique bond, kind of overcoming the odds with all the injuries. The payoff pitch, swung on, popped him up. Shallow center, charging hard, Martin, and he'll make the catch, and that'll do it for New York, but they get a home run from Aaron Hicks, and the Yankees have Liberty Ford Grand Slam giveaway time. The Indians with a Grand Slam here in the third. Then Liberty Ford is giving away the brand new Ford Mustang convertible. Chris McGreal of Independence, tonight's contestant. Chris McGreal from Independence. You can sign up at libertyford.com and a chance to win that Ford Mustang convertible. Bottom third of the Indians' order, 2-0 New York. Leonis Martin, the center fielder, leads off, takes the ball outside from Domingo Germán. Germán actually came from the Miami Marlins. Great pickup by the Yanks. The pitch swung on, fouled back, 1-1. This guy spent parts of 8 years in the minors, and he missed all of 2015, half of 2016 with Tommy John surgery. Germán into the wind and the 1-1, and bunted foul by Martin, 1-2. Martin, another struggling Indian. He was saying tonight, he goes, man, I'm working overtime trying to get this figured out. And really, that's all you can do. The Martin batting 140 over the last 13 games. Now the 1-2. High, ball 2, 2-2. Domingo Germán came to New York from Miami in the David Phelps Martin Prado trade. Nobody knew much about him in December of 2014. The pitch swung on, lofted in the air, left center, not that deep. Easy play for the center fielder, Aaron Hicks, 1 down. Now Kevin Plawecki, the Indians catcher, batting 172 with a homer, 5 RBIs. Tribe down 2-0, third inning. Kevin Plawecki played his collegiate baseball at Purdue, became a first-round pick by the New York Mets. Now the pitch, high, ball 1. He met his wife, Taylor, at Purdue. She was a soccer player on a full ride from San Diego to West Lafayette, the 1-0. Down low, ball 2, 2-0. Boy, you talk about culture shock. From San Diego to West Lafayette. But Kevin's wife, Taylor, a great soccer player at Purdue. Now the 2-0. Swung on, banged on the ground to third. Handled by Urshela, who throws across, 1 down. Beg your pardon, 2 down. But San Diego and West Lafayette do not have a whole lot in common. Here is Tyler Naquin, 265 batting mark with a homer, 11 RBIs. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-0, Yankees lead the Indians. So many of these college athletes end up marrying fellow college athletes because they have so much in common. Study tables, organizational skills, limited time, the pitch, and it's in there, strike. It's also why college athletes, for the most part, get good grades because they're so structured.
Yeah, you better budget your time or you will fall behind and not be able to play.
Now the 0-1, swung on, grounded foul outside of first 0-2. And, you know, when you go to Lafayette, the Harvard of Eastern Pennsylvania, I mean, that's a level none of us can even talk about except yours truly, Jim Rosenhaus. Now the 2-strike pitch, swung on, skied in the air to center, not deep. Aaron Hicks comes jogging in and puts it away. The fact that Joe Matt
D.D. Gregorius leads things off for the Yankees as we head to the 4th inning. And Zach Plesac's back to work. Fires a pitch outside and low for ball 1. 2-0, New York leading. Gregorius singled his first time up, tried to stretch it into a double, and was thrown out on a fine play by Tyler Naquin, the right fielder. Gregorius in his first game back after Tommy John surgery following last season. The 2-0 pitch swung on, fouled off, and the count's now 2-1. Gregorius hurt his elbow, his throwing elbow, during the postseason, that series with Boston. And as quickly as he could after the season, had the surgery, and amazingly is back already, the 2-1. A strike called on the outside corner, and the count's now 2-2. Just a really good player who had the unenviable task of being next after Derek Jeter in the list of Yankee shortstops, and he has performed well. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ripped foul off the facing of his own dugout. And we'll do it again on 2-2. Last 3 seasons, Gregorius, 72 home runs. Hit 27 a year ago, a career best. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, ground ball, left side, diving stop. Ramirez throws to first, not in time. It got past Santana, but no further advance by Gregorius, as Ramirez in the shift was playing almost where the shortstop normally would be, and that ball was hit close to the foul line, or in that direction anyway, and Ramirez made a diving stop but could not get enough on the throw, and that's an infield single for Didi Gregorius. Here's Kendrys Morales. Morales walked his first time up. Began the year with Oakland. Now here he is in New York, as the Yankees had a need with all their injuries. So they signed Morales. As the throw goes to first, back safely is Gregorius. Try Baseball is brought to you in part by Power Home Solar, the official solar provider of the Indians, building a movement. Visit powerhome.com or text solar to 411-411. Power Home Solar, own your power. Here's Plesac's pitch, and Morales takes it outside for a ball, and the count's 1-0. Zach Plesac, first time that we've seen him work into some trouble. He's been hit a little bit harder than we've seen in each of his first 2 starts, but a good test here to see how he handles that. Here's the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0 right now, very manageable. Just 2 runs allowed on the 5 hits. Along the way, Plesac has walked 1 and struck out 3. Now the 2-0 pitch to Kendrys Morales. Swung on, a chopper foul outside of first. Plesac, while he was at Ball State, he was studying communications. And that means when you're at Ball State, you take your classes in the David Letterman Communication and Media Building. And he's got a kick out of that, the famous alum of Ball State, David Letterman. 2-1 the count. The set and the pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul, and out of play. That's off to the left side. And the count's now 2-2 on Morales. Out of Cuba, fine career with the Angels, and has bounced around now late in his career and trying to keep it going. There had been some talk to make room for Gregorius that perhaps it would be Morales that was on the move, but he stays. Now the 2-2 pitch from Plesac. Swung on, a chopper to first. Santana to second for 1. On to first goes the throw by Ramirez, and it's in time to retire the slow-footed Kendrys Morales. A double play. 2 down in the inning. Now, Ramirez knew he had a lot of time around that bag at second base, so he took his time. Took the throw from Santana, which was a good one. And it goes 3-5-3 on the twin killing. So 2 down, bases empty for Clint Frazier, who drove in the first run for New York with an RBI double in the second inning. Right-handed hitter, getting a great chance to play this season, and he has taken advantage. Here's the pitch. It's down low for ball 1. Frazier last year had to battle a good portion of the season after effects of a concussion. It took him a long time to get back. 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And when Major League Baseball, they just don't mess around with concussions. So Frazier missed some time last year with that. The 1-1, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. But this year, putting up the big numbers with 11 home runs, now 31 runs driven in. Here's the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Frazier caught looking, and the side is down 2-0 as we reach the bottom half of the 4th inning, and Francisco Lindor leads it off. First pitch swinging, a breaking ball, and he swings over it for strike 1. Domingo Germán has really done some nice work here in the early innings of mixing his pitches, changing speeds, and he has had Indians hitters off balance. Here's his next pitch, and Lindor takes it upstairs for a ball. He has a good changeup, good breaking ball, and that's backing up a 93, 94 mile an hour fastball so far. The 1-1 swung on, a chopper to the right side, backhand pickup by Voit, takes it to the bag in time for the out. Lindor's retired for the first out here in the 4th inning. Dominion Energy would like to remind you, whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have underground utilities marked as simple and free. Dial 811 at least 2 business days prior to digging for your safety. Here's Oscar Mercado, struck out his first time up. The pitch to him, breaking ball low and outside. The rookie outfielder hit his second major league home run last night in a pinch hitting role in the 9th inning. Made it close, but the Indians lost by a run to the Twins. He takes a breaking ball on the inside corner this time for a strike. Been a while since the Indians had a rookie hit a pinch hit home run. You have to go back to 2007. Ben Francisco did it that season, the 1-1. A check swing bouncer foul at home plate, and it's now 1-2 on Mercado. Mercado just the 10th Indians player since 1974 to hit a pinch hit home run as a rookie. The 1-2. Just a bit outside, not by much. 2-2 the count on Mercado. Only one hit so far for the Tribe as they trailed 2-0. Jason Kipnis with a leadoff single in the second. That's it. Germán has been tough. The 2-2. Swung on, lined up the middle, and a base hit into center field. Well, Mercado, nice work there to stay back on the curveball. And he's aboard with 1 out. Tribe down by 2 here in the 4th, and Carlos Santana steps in. Santana bounced back to the mound his first time up. Fans, don't forget you can save 25% off your next Papa John's online order when you use the promo code TRIBEWIN the day after every Indians win. Germán from the stretch. It's been a rarity tonight so far. Throw to first, back safely is Mercado. Mercado so far 2 for 3 stealing bases in the major leagues, but he has that good speed. Indians down by 2. We'll see if they play it aggressive on the bases with Santana at the plate. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down low. Counts 1-0 on Carlos Santana. Time for the Cleveland Clinic Caregiver Shout Out. Good folks at the clinic want to remind you that the clinic has the area's largest sports medicine team. The very best care for athletes of all levels. Visit sports-health.org to learn more. Throw to first. Mercado back safely again. It is filled in nicely here at Progressive Field tonight, as this will be one of the larger crowds of the season. Beautiful night for baseball. We had 69 degrees at game time. The 1-0 pitch, low and outside, 2-0. Santana in a good stretch right now, hitting well over 300 last 22 games coming in with some power. 6 homers, 17 driven in, and once again up among the league leaders in walks and on-base percentage. Here's Here's Herman's 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Santana. Didn't get it. Santana 5th in the American League in walks. He has 41, on his way to most likely 100 walks once again. On base percentage at an even 400 coming in. 2-1 the count on him. Mercado off the bag at first. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball low and inside for ball 3. Santana really does some good work forcing the pitcher to throw him a strike. He will not chase. And he's worked himself into a good hitter's count now at 3-1. Shift is on for him. The Yankees have 3 on that right side of the infield. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup that time from Herman. About a 8 or 9 mile an hour difference from the fastball to the changeup, and that's plenty. Full count now on Santana. Tribe trailing 2-0, bottom half of the 4th inning. Herman checks Mercado at first. Here's his payoff pitch. There goes Mercado, and the pitch is down low. Ball 4. Santana draws a walk. And now the Indians have something brewing here in the 4th inning. First and second, 1 down for tonight's cleanup hitter, Jason Kipnis, who singled his first time up, snapping an 0-for-21 skid. First walk allowed by Herman to Santana, and now he goes to work on Kipnis. Fans, Wayside Furniture's once again delivering 3 nights of VIP treatment to Tribe fans. You can visit Wayside Furniture in Akron and enter to win 6 great seats throughout a first pitch, and check out the fireworks on the field and recliners courtesy of Wayside Furniture. Here's the pitch to Kipnis. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Another fireworks night here tonight. Good friends at Pepsi bringing that to the fans. 0-1 the count on Kipnis. Herman delivers. Swing and a miss. Again, the off speed from Herman, and Indians having a tough time with it on into the 4th inning here. Herman was really good when he faced the Indians in New York last year in May. That's the first time they saw him, and he threw 6 no-hit innings. Here's the 0-2. Swung on line, base hit right field. Headed for third, being waved around is Mercado. He will score. Jason Kipnis comes through with an RBI single, and the Indians are on the board. It's now New York 2 and the Tribe 1. Santana advanced to second, hung on right there. Jason Kipnis now 2 for 2 in that cleanup spot. So maybe Terry Francona was onto something. The Tribe manager trying to get Kipnis going, threw him in that cleanup spot. And gone is the 0 for 21, and he's now 2 for 2 on the night is Kipnis. RBI number 14 on the season. And now Jose Ramirez steps in. Ramirez popped to second first time up. Here's the pitch to him. Low and outside for ball 1. And this is where the Indians so desperately need the old Jose Ramirez. The one who finished among the leaders in the MVP voting a year ago. Back-to-back tremendous seasons. Just hasn't been able to get it going this year. But here's a great spot. And the dirt pops free on Sanchez, but no advance by Santana at second base. 1 out, first and second. Tribe down by a run at 2-1. But a run on the board here in the 4th, and this is the first time that Herman has really had to work hard in an inning. He had only thrown 38 pitches coming into this inning. This will be his 20th pitch of the inning already. Here's the 2-0. On the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 the count on Jose Ramirez. Switch hitter left side, slightly open stance. Yankees stay in that shift with 3 infielders on the right side. Here's the 2-1. Swung on. There's a high fly ball down the right field line, but hooking foul. Into the corner bar area, the standing room seats down there that are packed to the gills tonight. So it's 2-2 on Jose Ramirez. With Santana at second. Tying run there. Kipnis the go-ahead run at first. The 2-2 pitch. Inside and low. Good stop on a pitch in the dirt by Sanchez, who in his career has had his struggles blocking pitches in the dirt, but that time some good work right there. He has allowed 4 pass balls this season. But that was a nice play right there to keep it in front. Payoff pitch coming now to Ramirez. Here it is. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right, not deep. Circling, coming in is Frazier, and he makes the catch, and he will hold Santana at second base with a strong throw in. So Ramirez is retired on the fly ball to right. 2 down in the inning for Jake Bauers, who struck out his first time up. Drive down 2-1 as we play in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Indians would like to thank Valley Ford Truck. They supply security vehicles here at Progressive Field all season long. That's a Valley Ford Truck. Indians and Yankees again tomorrow afternoon, a 4:10 first pitch. C.C. Sabathia making his final start in this ballpark in his tremendous career. He announced that this will be his final season. And after so many great years and a Cy Young season with the Indians, this will be his final appearance on the Progressive Field mound. That's tomorrow against Adam Pletko. Come on out early, pregame block party, and enjoy pregame in the district, presented by Miller Lite. Indians.com for your tickets, and there are not many left. Bauers digs in. Here's the pitch from Herman. Down low, ball 1. Now Bauers mired in a tough stretch right now, and make some good solid contact here. We've seen him earlier in the year with some big base hits, but it's been a little bit. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to center. And now over to right center goes Hicks. Not deep, and he makes the catch to retire Bauers and the Indians, who do get on the scoreboard on the RBI. Urshela will lead things off for New York. What a year it has been for the third baseman, who has seen unexpected playing time due to all the injuries and has taken full advantage. A non-roster invite to spring training, but I got an early call because of the injuries and has made the most of it. The pitch. And it's on the inside corner for a strike. Last year, some big league time with the Blue Jays, but after being acquired by the Yankees down the stretch, only played in the minor leagues. The 0-1, down low, 1-1. Re-signed with New York. And it couldn't have worked out any better for him. Saw him before the game, and he said just strictly a confidence thing. He's playing with a lot of confidence now. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped up foul off to the right side, and out of play. Well, when he was here with the Indians, Giovanni Urshela, he made some outstanding plays at third base. A slick fielding third baseman. Occasionally got it going offensively, but not consistently. Here's the 1-2. Fastball outside, and it's now 2-2 on Urshela. But now some good playing time, and it has fallen into place for Urshela. Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back, and out of play. And we'll do it again on 2-2 to Urshela, facing Zach Plesac in just his third major league start. And it has been a whirlwind season for Plesac, shooting through the minor league system to make his major league debut. Here comes his 2-2. Swung on, foul back again. Plesac started the year with Akron. Wasn't in Double-A long. Moved up to AAA Columbus. 9 starts between the two. He was 4-1. ERA of 1.41 and kept his walks down. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball, ripped towards short. Diving stop by Lindor. To his feet, throws to first, and he got him! Lindor strikes again defensively. What a play by Lindor on a hard-hit one-hopper off the bat of Gio Urshela. He snared it on the outfield grass and then had enough arm to get it there ahead of Urshela. What a play by Lindor. Boy, this homestand in particular, Francisco Lindor has been tremendous defensively. And he's got a big grin. Here's the pitch to Brett Gardner, and it's outside for a ball. I'm going to guess that he knows who the hitter was, and those two, they spent a lot of time taking ground balls when Urshela was here with the Indians. And Lindor was just breaking in. As there's a pitch on the outside corner to Gardner, 1-1. And they used to try and outdo each other during early work, making ridiculous plays. The 1-1. And there's a strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-2. And he just took a base hit away from Urshela. And Francisco still smiling out there at shortstop. I'm guessing he's looking into that Yankees dugout. Might be getting a smile back, too, from Urshela. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. 2-2 the count. Gardner bounced to second his first time up. 2-1. Good ball game shaping up here in downtown Cleveland. Yankees lead now. The 2-2 pitch swung on, popped up foul and out of play off to the left. We'll do it again on 2-2. Yankees snapped a 3-game losing skid with a win last night in Toronto. But if you stretch it out a little further, they are 16-6 in their last 22 games. The 2-2 pitch swung on. There's a tapper to the second baseman. Kipnis charging, fields, throws, gets it. Gardner always gives it a good effort down the line, and he runs well, but Kipnis able to get it over there in time on a slow chopper. So it's 2 up, 2 down. The 2019 Google MLB All-Star ballot is now open. New this year, after the first round of voting, the top 3 players at each position will advance to a special election to determine the All-Star starters. Vote daily at Indians.com/vote and on Google by searching for your favorite Cleveland Indians or MLB vote. First pitch swinging, a rip shot on one hop, snared by Kipnis at second, and he throws out DJ LeMahieu. Good stuff going tonight for New York. Here's the pitch to Martin. Swings and fouls it back. Strike 1. Indians did break through against him last inning. Jason Kipnis with an RBI single put the Tribe on the board. Indians a run on 3 hits. 2 runs, 5 hits for New York. Now the 0-1 pitch. And that's up high, 1-1. Martin, left-handed hitter who has the 7 home runs this season, so there's some power there, but just not getting on base as much as he would like, and the strikeouts are higher than he'd like. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, foul back, off speed that time, and it's now 1-2 on Martin. Bottom third of the Tribe lineup due in. Kevin Plawecki is next, and then Tyler Naquin. Yankees now go into a shift with 3 on the right side. The 1-2, breaking ball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Martin caught looking. 4 strikeouts for Domingo Germán, and that brings up Kevin Plawecki. Time for your Cleveland Indians memorable moment. It's brought to you by the Nissan team, Bedford Nissan and Mentor Nissan, and we take you back to the 1995 season. What a great year it was. And this was a common occurrence. Jim Thome with a walk-off home run on this date back in 95. 10th inning, Indians beat the Tigers 3-2 that night. And again, the walk-offs, common occurrences in 1995. What a special season that was for the Indians. Here's the 0-1 to Plawecki. Low and outside, and it's 1-1. Plawecki, right-handed hitting catcher. Herman into the wide. Here's his 1-1. Swung on, blasted foul. That's off to the right side. Well out of play. And it's 1-2 on Plawecki. Still some sunshine up in the upper deck on the right side. Rest of the field and stands in shadows, but not nearly nightfall completely yet. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, low and away. 2-2. Pretty good breeze blowing across from right to left. At times it's coming in from right. Outfield fairly deep for Plawecki. The 2-2 swung on, and there's a high fly ball to deep right center. Back on it is Hicks. He's on the track at the wall. He makes the catch with his back to the wall. All right, pretty good pop to the opposite field by Plawecki, and he comes up just short. 2 down in the inning. Download the McDonald's app, and if the Indians steal a base tonight, you'll win a free 6-piece chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Here's Tyler Naquin. Flying to center first time up, but has made a contribution in this game already throughout. D.D. Gregorius trying to stretch a single into a double back in the second inning, and he drives one high and deep, right center, way back, home run, Naquin. And just like that, this game is tied at 2. Second home run on the season for Tyler Naquin. A little bit of everything tonight for Naquin. And we have a brand new ball game here in the 5th. Boy, a rocket off the bat of Naquin. Not a majestic blast, just a hard hit somewhere between a line drive and a moonshot, and he loses it into the right field stands, lower right. Top of the order now, Francisco Lindor will step in. Here's the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Boy, Naquin was really swinging it well before the injury that cost him from mid-May until earlier this week. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. And he's looking to get it fired up again, and that's a great sign. Hit the ball a ton right there. Now the 1-1 to Lindor. Bunts it foul over to the first base side. 1-2 the count on Lindor, who's 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and grounded to first. So 1-2 the count on Lindor with 2 outs. Base is empty. 2-2 ball game. Herman delivers. Outside and high. 2-2 the count on Lindor. The 2-2 pitch. Waved at and missed, strike 3. Got him to chase a breaking ball in the dirt. Lindor strikes out, and the side is retired. But
for the last 2 weeks, Tribe 2, Yankees 2. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton back with you as Zach Plesac delivers to Aaron Hicks. The switch hitter batting left-handed. And Aaron Hicks, the center fielder, takes high and wide, ball 1. Hicks has flied out, homered down the right field line. Indians overload the right side of the infield for Hicks. Plesac kicks, fires, and it's swung on a missed. Good change, and the count 1-1. Plesac has struck out 4. He's walked 1. Yankees got on the board when Gary Sanchez and Clint Frazier each doubled in the second. Then Aaron Hicks solo homer to right in the third. Now Hicks pops it up. This is near the mound. Zach Plesac was calling for it. Carlos Santana says, no, you don't. right in front of the mound in the grass area. The Indians' first baseman, Carlos Santana, retires Aaron Hicks. The Indians' runs coming in the 4th and 5th innings. Jason Kipnis, an RBI single. Tyler Naquin, a solo homer to right center, his 2nd home run of the year. That's a look at your Northern Ohio Ford dealers game summary. Ford, America's best-selling brand. First ball swinging. Luke Voigt fouling it off. Luke Voigt, right-handed hitting first baseman, has struck out looking and swinging. Plesac, his 3rd major league start. The pitch, and it's a tad high, 1-1. Plesac started the inning with 81 pitches made. Indians bullpen in good shape. Now the wind and 1-1. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball, 1-2. Somebody from that bullpen will be departing. Indians have a 10-man bullpen, and tomorrow Adam Pletko will start, so he'll have to be added. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good curveball. So 5 strikeouts for Plesac as he struck out Voigt all 3 times. 2 down. Game tied, 2-2. And here in the 6th inning, Gary Sanchez with a double and a flyout. Cleanup hitter and Yankee catcher. A year ago, people wanted to run Sanchez out of New York. He wasn't hitting and was brutal behind the plate. This year, of course, New York loves him. City of New York is win you, win or tie. They're with you then. Don't struggle. The wind and pitch. Bullseye, 0-1 the count. Plesac still maintaining 94 on the fastball. And this will be pitch number 90 of the night. End of the motion. And the young right-handers, 0-1 pitch. Outside a ball, 1-1. I'm sure it'll be interesting to see how Plesac does against the bad lineups. He hasn't faced any yet. Boston, Chicago, New York. That White Sox lineup is a good one. He has not faced any ham and eggers yet. The 1-1. Down low, ball 2, 2-1. Zach Plesac, an earned run average in the minor leagues this year of 141. That was in 6 AA starts, 3 AAA, and he's pitched that well here in the big leagues. Now the 2-1. Swing and a little looping liner, caught on the left side of the infield in the shortstop's position by the 6th inning. Indians, Yankees tied at 2. Domingo Germán. This guy hasn't lost a game, folks, since April 18th. Almost 2 months ago. Oscar Mercado, 1 for 2 with a single. Drills one toward the gap right center. It's a base hit. Cut off by the right fielder, Frazier. And he'll hold Mercado to a long single. Boy, this is encouraging. Oscar Mercado against the likes of Domingo Germán, 2 for 3. So, the Indians have the go-ahead run aboard to start the 6th. Carlos Santana has tapped to the mound and walked. He'll bat left-handed. Shift is employed on the right side of the infield. Germán sets, fires. Up and in, ball 1. Sanchez throw over to first, and I'll tell you what, he made that close. Mercado got back with a head-first slide. He almost strayed too far. And that's not an easy play by Sanchez with a left-handed hitter. He had to try to throw around Santana, and he almost picked off Mercado. Mercado can at times be an adventure on the bases. He still is learning that part of the game. Now the set. He draws the throw, and he's back with a dive. Go to MyPillow.com, click the radio listeners special tab, and use promo code TRIBE for a special offer. MyPillow.com, promo code TRIBE, or call 800-867-0046. Domingo Germán is ready. The pitch. A swing and a drive to deep right center. Away, back and gone. And the Indians have a 4-2 lead. Carlos Santana unleashes his 12th home run of the year. He now has 39 runs batted in. And the Indians have their first lead of the night, 4-2. Germán gives up his 12th home run of the season. So Carlos Santana into that breeze that's blowing in. He smoked it. Now Jason Kipnis, 2 hits, an RBI. Kip takes ball 1, it's high. And for Domingo Germán and the Yankees, this is a strange feeling being behind with him on the mound. That pitch in there, strike. 422-foot home run to right center by Carlos Santana. Kipnis, 2 singles, knocked in the Indians' first run in the 4th. He taps this one foul by first base coach Sandy Alomar. And the count 1-2. Domingo Germán's only loss was to Kansas City on April 18th. Since then, he has won 6 in a row. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss, took something off it, and he strikes out his 6th of the night. First time he's retired Kipnis. Now Jose Ramirez, a pop-up and a fly-out. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Germán tied for the Major League lead in wins with 9. Delivers to Ramirez off speed outside, ball 1. Now the wind and pitch, swing and a foul back. And that'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. The Yankees have activity in their bullpen. They get the right-hander up. David Hale, the pitch, swung on a cue shot back to the mound. Boy, Ramirez hasn't hit a ball hard. It almost sounds like he's swinging a broken bat as Germán fields it and throws him out. Just not making good contact. Now Jake Bauers, a strikeout and a flyout. So with 2 down, the Indians with a 4-2 lead. And Jake Bauers will try to get something going. Yankees starting in first in the East, a game and a half ahead of Tampa. The wind and pitch. And he went off speed, caught the outside corner for a strike. The Indians took 2 out of 3 at Fenway, took 2 out of 3 from the Twins. The pitch is high, 1-1. But go to Chicago and really laid an egg. And losing 3 out of 4, and really in a couple of those games just did not play well at all. The 1-1 down in the dirt, 2-1, led to a team meeting, led to a tongue lashing by manager Terry Francona. You have to play the 2-1. Swung on, another weak fly ball, shallow right center. The second baseman LeMahieu makes the catch, and Cleveland 4, New York 2. Right-hander Adam Simber up in the Tribe pen. Zach Plesac's pitch swung on, skied to right, not deep. Naquin in a bit, and he'll make the catch. Zach Plesac has now retired 9 in a row. Here's Kendrys Morales, a walk, and he hit into a double play. Visit your Northern Ohio Buick and GMC dealers. Get exceptional offers on all 2019 models. Morales with a shift to the right, the pitch to him, bullseye on a heater. Plesac has struck out 5, has walked 1. The next delivery in the dirt. Zach Plesac with a 1-1 count is at 96 pitches. He's thrown more than half of those as four-seam fastballs. The 1-1 inside a ball, 2-1. And tonight he's thrown more sliders, and he's had a really good one than he has in any of his other outings. Good changeup. He's mixed things up. 2-1, swung on, hit in the air, straightaway center, but not deep. Martin doesn't have to move much, 2 down. Now, this is the thing that was so noticeable with Trevor Bauer last night. He didn't throw his best pitch much of the night, four-seam fastball. And sometimes you can get away from your best pitch, which is still, especially when you've got Bowers and guys that are in the mid-90s, command of a mid-90s fastball is still pitch number 1. And Plesac has gone at the Yankees with it. Pitch inside, a ball to Clint Frazier. Frazier, an RBI double and a strikeout. A lot of times, here's the 1-0, and it's in there 1-1. Not saying this is the case with Bauer, but a lot of times guys get so consumed with scouting reports on hitters, they get away from what they do best. And the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a foul off to the right, 1-2. And suddenly you're pitching to a scouting report instead of going, hey, wait a minute. This guy can't hit my mid-90s fastball if I put it in the right place. Let him adapt to me. That's the yin and the yang, though, that goes on throughout a baseball season. Tribe up 4-2, 7th inning. The pitch a little bit high. Ball 2-2. Clint Frazier has swung the bat well tonight and has looked fine in right field. Best thing that might happen to Clint Frazier is get out of New York. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul third base side. Still 2-2. New York and all that goes on there can swallow up young players. Not saying it has with Clint Frazier, but when you start battling with the media and you start then doing media sessions where you're almost like you're saying a confession, boy, that's not good. Now the 2-2 delivery from Plesac. A swing and a ground ball up the middle, center field, base hit. Well, if the Yankees don't want him, the Indians will take him. Although most people that you talk to with the Yankees, as Frazier's 2 for 3, say that the Yankees want to use Clint Frazier as a trade chip. They probably need a big-time arm at the front of their rotation without Luis Severino. CC Sabathia is not the same pitcher he once was. I mean, if they get matched up with Houston, right now Houston's frontline starting pitching is better than New York's. Now, nobody's bullpen compares to New York's.
Oliver Perez also won with December.
Yankees trail the Indians 4-2. Hits are even at 6. 2 down, runner on. And looking at a first pitch strike is Giovanni Urshela. Urshela tonight, 0 for 2, robbed of a base hit on a great play by his really good friend Frankie Lindor at short on a ball up the middle, his last at bat. Plesac's ready. Here it comes, way outside again, ball 1, 1-1. Plesac may be near the end of the line, 106 pitches for Zach Plesac, the most he's made in his 3 major league starts. Trying to get the Indians through 7 and keep this 4-2 lead. Urshela played as an opposite field hitter to right. The pitch to him, and it's fouled back in the count 1-2. Urshela has really gotten away from being just a dead pull hitter like he was with the Indians, really using the other part of the park, right and right center, and, well, that's why he's hitting .323. Plesac looking for that one last pitch to end this 7th. Here it comes. Inside, he hit him. Or did it hit his bat? Hit his bat. Wow. Ball ricocheted to the right, and the count 2-2. Ball just kept coming in on him, and it Urshela trying to get out of the way, had the ball glance off his bat. So a runner at first with 2 down. 7th inning, Indians with a 4-2 lead in front of a packed house at Progressive Field. Plesac's ready. The 1-2. Down and away, ball 2, 2-2. You almost wish, if he gets out of this inning, Tito would bring him out for the start of the 8th inning and then pull him before he faced a hitter so he could get that rousing ovation. Man, has he pitched well. He's ready, and the 2-2 pitch to Urshela. Swung on, fouled upstairs. Good at bat for Giovanni Urshela, and this is a different guy than we saw with the Indians. Ironically, noted for his glove work, he just played so poorly at third when the Indians lost to the Yankees in the division series 2 years ago. Then he and Eric Gonzalez were out of options. Last spring, the Indians kept Gonzalez, let Urshela go. Now the 2-2. Swung on, lifted in the air, fairly deep right center, but playable. Center fielder Leonis Martin makes the catch. What an outing by the kid. 100 innings for a station ID on the Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland Indians Radio Network.
News, talk, sports. This is WTAM 1100 Cleveland
and WODC HD2 Asheville,
home of the Indians.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, and Brian Montse on a beautiful night off the shores of Lake Erie with the Indians on top of the Yankees 4-2, and the Yankees go to right-handed reliever David Hale, fastball sinker slider change. Leonis Martin in center field batting 7th, leans off, takes down and in, ball 1. Domingo Germán cannot win this game. His 6-game win streak is certainly in jeopardy. Now the wind and the pitch. And it's swung on and missed. Good changeup. Germán had a 2-0 lead. Couldn't hold it tonight. As Germán ends up going 6 innings, gives up 4 runs. And he gave up all 4 earned as Martin slices it foul down the right or left side into the lower deck of a packed lower deck. 1-2 the count. So Germán, 6 innings, he gave up 4 runs on 6 hits, struck out 6, walked 1, 2 big home runs, turning the tide the last 2 innings. Hale into the wind and the 1-2. A swing and a miss. Another changeup. Boy, the Yankees got that same advance report a lot of teams have had, and the Indians have had a lot of trouble with changeups. Martin 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Here's Kevin Plawecki, has grounded out, hit one almost out of here to center. David Hale, 6'2", 210, the right-hander, an Atlanta native. David Hale, 31 years of age. The pitch to Plawecki, down and away, a ball. He pitched last year, albeit just 4 games in the big leagues with New York and Minnesota. He's also pitched in the big leagues with Colorado and Atlanta. The pitch, check swing tapper to the mound. Off of it to grab it as Hale, guns it, and he gets Plawecki. 2 down. The Indians leading 4-2. David Hale attended Princeton University. Both a pitcher and an outfielder for Coach Scott Bradley. David Hale, this year for the Yankees, since coming up in 3 games, 1-0, a save, a 2.70 ERA. He'll give you multiple innings. So 2 down. Tyler Naquin, the batter. Tribe with a 4-2 lead. The wind and pitch, it's down and away, a ball. Naquin hit a big game-tying solo homer to right center in the 5th. The next offering from the right-hander is a little bit wide. Check swing, and the count 2-0. Hale trying to keep this a 4-2 ball game. Indians with the lead. Now the wide end 2-0 pitch. High and off the glove of Sanchez. Ball 3-0. Well, we want to welcome a new affiliate. We finally are back on in Columbus. And we welcome the good folks at The Fish, 95.9 FM. 3-0 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball to second. Chest high hop handled by LeMahieu. He throws out Tyler Naquin and Brad Hand as the Indians lead 4-2. Zach Plesac, all he's done in 3 major league starts is face Boston at Fenway in a downpour and a 70-minute delay between his first and second innings. Then he goes to his backyard, Chicago, to face the White Sox, the team he rooted for growing up, 45 minutes from home, dominates the White Sox. And then, oh yeah, by the way, your third start, your first ever in Cleveland, yeah, Bronx Bombers in town. And boy, he just never backs down. Indians up 4-2. Nick Whitgren, the right-hander, to Brett Gardner, the number 9 hitter. And Gardner takes high. Plesac goes 7 innings tonight. He allows 2 runs on 6 hits, struck out 5, walked 1. He did not give up a run after the third. He just got better and better as the game went on. 111 pitches. The pitch, and it's in there. 1-1, and you face this lineup, and every pitch may beat you. So mentally, it wears you out too. But my goodness, what a job by Junie Melendez and the other Indians scouting department, analytic people, and player development folks. That pitch high, 2-1. Zach Plesac 3 years ago was wondering, will I ever pitch in the big leagues? Will I ever pitch again? He had just had Tommy John surgery. Indians took a chance. Jackpot. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped him up. Boy, Whitgren jammed the dickens out of Gardner. Behind the mound, caught by Lindor, the Indians shortstop. Nick Whitgren has quietly become one of the best 8th inning men in the game. Whitgren is 3-0 with a save, an ERA of 2.45. This is his 20th appearance. So the state of Indiana trying to take the Indians home. As Zach Plesac grew up in Crown Point, Indiana, just south of Chicago, went to Ball State University in Muncie. This guy, Nick Whitgren, grew up in Lafayette, went across the river to West Lafayette and Purdue University. Now DJ LeMahieu, the leadoff man, 0 for 3. He looks at a curveball strike. Whitgren, fastball, curveball, changeup. Indians leading the Yanks 4-2. The Yanks came in here averaging almost 5.5 runs a game. The 0-1. High, 1-1. Yankees with a homer tonight. That gives them 100. Of course, the Minnesota Twins lead the universe in home runs. 1-1 the count on LeMahieu. The pitch, he swings, bounces one to Kipnis. Belt high hop is handled easily, and he throws out DJ LeMahieu. 2 down for Aaron Hicks. 1 for 3 with a solo homer down the right field line. 31,531 here at Progressive Field. Of course, his ballpark now only seats 35,000. Just a gorgeous sunset. The pink and reddish clouds out over Lake Erie. Breeze blowing in from right. 69 degrees. Tribe up 4-2, 2 down. Aaron Hicks the batter. And Aaron Hicks checks and takes a ball up high. The full-size American-made Toyota Tundra. It's with you for the long haul, including the most advanced safety features as standard equipment for all Toyota offers. Go to buyatoyota.com. Pitch down and in, 2-0. 4:10 tomorrow. Adam Plutko will rejoin the club from Columbus. CC Sabathia, a rookie, in 2001 with this Indians ball club. Makes his final start in this park. Now the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a pop-up. Third base side foul, drifting out of play. 2-1 the count. CC today going to some of his favorite haunts when he played here in Cleveland. Went out to Westlake to see their house where 3 of their children were born. Not in the house, obviously, but born here in Cleveland. And he was so thrilled that the basketball hoop is still up because his late father put that basketball hoop up. And CC was really thrilled that that is still up in their old home in Westlake. Now the 2-1 pitch. Down and in, 3-1. Boy, and you him, his mom Marjorie and his wife Amber, they're 2 of the finest. And it's part of a big reason why CC Sabathia is as humble and grounded as he is. Now the 3-1. Swung on, bounced in the shift to shallow right. Kipnis gloves, throws, and he got him. I think CC was more afraid of his mom than any major league. With a towering fly, deep center. Hicks back near the wall. He leaps and can't make the catch. Ball hits high off the wall. Lindor hits second. He makes the turn. He's in standing with his first triple. He must have hit the wall 8 feet 11 inches up. Hicks tried to make the leaping grab over the wall in dead center. Got back there, timed his leap, and just couldn't pull it down. And Frankie Lindor has a leadoff triple, and the Indians can add to their 4-2 lead here in the 8th inning. And Hicks is a really good outfielder. Now the infield in for Oscar Mercado, 2 for 3, a couple of singles. Indians up 4-2 in the 8th. The set, the pitch, and it's down and in, ball 1. Tampa Bay, a game and a half in back of the New York Yankees, leads Boston 4-0 after 7 innings. Boston's in trouble. Now the set, the 1-0. Swung on, chopper up the middle, fielded behind the mound by the second baseman LeMahieu. He'll hold Lindor and throw out Mercado. That is out number 1. Red Sox still sputtering. 6.5 games in back in New York. And getting shut out tonight by Tampa Bay. Minnesota-Detroit 3-3 game as they're in the 6th. Oakland leads Texas 1-0 in the 4th. Baltimore a 3-0 lead in Houston in the 4th. Yankees say, you know what, Carlos Santana, you're done. So they intentionally walk him.
Intentional walk.
Santana broke this tie with a laser 2-run homer to right center in the 6th. So David Hale will put him on. Now, Indians at the corners, 1 out in the 8th. Tribe up 4-2, and here's Jason Kipnis, 2 for 3, a couple of singles and an RBI. Yankees stay in this overloaded infield. 3 on the right side of the infield. They're part way in. Urshela, the third baseman, near the cut of the grass, playing a normal third. White Sox lead Kansas City 2-1. They're in the 3rd. Arizona bombing Toronto 7-1 in the 7th inning. Tribe up 4-2. Runners at the corners here in the 8th. The pitch, and it's off speed and low, ball 1. At Wrigley today, the Cubs beat St. Louis 3-1 behind Cole Hamels. Philly leads Cincinnati 3-2, 7th inning. Jay Bruce has homered for the 4th time since joining Philly. Wow. And he did it against his old club, the Reds. Colorado leading the Mets 2-1, 7th inning. The pitch off the outside corner changeup, 2-0. Atlanta with a 7-0 lead over Miami. They go to the 8th inning. Milwaukee leads Pittsburgh 3-2 in the 3rd. And here in Cleveland, Tribe up 4-2 in the 8th. The set, the 2-0 pitch to Kipnis. A swing and a miss. Another changeup. 2-1. Scores brought to you by Dodge Ram Trucks. Check out the Ram Trucks from towing to hauling, work or play. Ram powers you through it. See your Ram dealer or log on to ramtrucks.com. Guts Glory Ram. Infield again, part way in. 3 on the right side. 4-2 Indians. Runners at the corners. The pitch. Kipnis fouling it upstairs. 2-2 the count. And now looking for the strikeout is David Hale. This bullpen is so incredibly deep. Zach Britton is throwing like the closer he once was. Problem is, he no longer closes, not with Aroldis Chapman. Chapman, like Brad Hand, has 18 saves. And then the guy that has been every bit as good as advertised, Adam Ottavino, with the unhittable slider. I mean, he's another guy that could be a closer for anybody else. Now the 2-2 from Hale. Kipnis sends one in the air, deep center. It'll be caught, but get a run home. Hicks makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Lindor. What a night for Kip. 5-2 Indians on a sac fly to fairly deep center. And Kipnis has 2 hits, 2 RBIs tonight. 15 runs batted in on the year. The one thing about Jason Kipnis you love is he keeps his perspective, maintains a sense of humor. He is really frustrated. But before the game, put his arm around me and said, I know you've got Rosie, but do you need another partner next year too? Because the way I'm going, I'll be available to join you guys. That pitch on the outside corner is strike to Ramirez. Some guys, you can't even look at them when they're struggling like Kip has struggled.
And sometimes that mindset, it's the only way you can look at it to get through, because this game will drive you nuts.
Kip 0 for 21 before tonight. You'd never know it. The pitch down low, 1-1 the count. 5-2 Indians. They had trailed the mighty Yanks 2-0. Boy, go figure this game. If they win tonight, in the last 2 weeks, the Indians are 5-2 against New York, Boston, Minnesota. Here's the set, the 1-1. Swung on a little dribbler foul, first base side. A ball and 2 strikes.
And Tom, that goes back. I know Tito tells you all the time. That's why you just play that night's game. You can't look ahead. It doesn't do you any good.
Nope. Tribe up 5-2. Ramirez still looking at a 3-man right side of the infield. The 1-2. Down low, ball 2, 2-2. Now you've got Brad Hand coming in, looking for his 19th save. The top save man in baseball, or I should say in the American League, is Detroit Shane Green with 19, and Brad Hand has a chance to match him tonight. Now the set. Now the 2-2. Down low, he wouldn't chase. Boy, he's throwing a lot of off speed. Hey, we want to wish a very happy 50th anniversary to David and Kathy Didion from Sandusky. A happy 50th anniversary to David and Kathy Didion from Sandusky. 5-2 Indians. Off at first will be Santana. 2 down, payoff pitch is fouled upstairs. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. .410 the first pitch tomorrow. CC Sabathia's final start. You should be here, folks. Get your tickets. The payoff pitch. Swung on. He popped him up again. Left side of the infield, shallow left. Gregorius, the shortstop, takes charge and makes the catch. It's the 9th inning, and it's Cleveland 5 and the New York Yankees 2. Brad Hand's been perfect. 18 for 18 in save opportunities. A record of 2-2, an ERA of 1.05. This is his 28th outing. The pitch to Luke Voigt, waved at and fouled upstairs, strike 1. Brad Hand has 36 strikeouts in 25 innings. The opposition's batting 149. The ERA is 105. Folks, there's nobody in baseball that's pitching any better at the back end of anyone's bullpen. Period. Voit 0 for 3, 3 punch-outs. The pitch, and it's a strike. Nobody wants to face Brad Hand. Luke Voit is probably saying, well, it's got to be better than facing Zach Plesac, who struck him out all 3 times. What a job by the kid again tonight. Man. Now the set and the pitch. And a slider, strike 3, called, rung him up. David Rackley with a delayed call. Luke Voigt's reaction not delayed. He's an angry elf going back to the first base dugout. Well, it always starts with great starting pitching, and the Indians have had it tonight with Zach Plesac going 7 innings, giving up 2 runs to the mighty Yanks in his 3rd Major League start. Nick Whitgren, who's just become as good as any 8th-inning man in the game, another 1-2-3 inning. And now Brad Hand pumps a strike in there to Gary Sanchez, who's 1 for 3 with a double. My goodness, if you can give the Indians the lead going into the 8th with Whitgren in hand, it's over.
And not every team can say that of the teams that are expected to make the postseason.
Now the 0-1 pitch to Sanchez. Swung on and hammered foul down the left field line, out of play. And it's 0-2. Sanchez 1 for 3 with a double. 5 runs, 7 hits for Cleveland. 2 runs, 6 hits for New York. The Yankees did homer in their 11th straight game tonight. They did lead 2-0 tonight. But the Indians lead it 5-2 with the bases empty, 1 down in the 9th. Indians overloading the left side of the infield. The pitch. A swing and a foul down the right side. And the count stays 0-2. Brad Hand out of Chaska, Minnesota, Minneapolis suburb. Hands resting belt high. He lets it fly. Strike 3 called. Wrapped the slider around the outside corner. Well, folks, I'll tell you, since 2016, nobody has watched better sliders late in games than folks either associated with or fans of the Cleveland Indians. Andrew Miller and now Brad Hand. 5-2 Indians. D.D. Gregorius, the last Yankee hope. The pitch. And he missed down and away, ball 1. Left on left, Gregorius, what a story. 8 months ago, Tommy John surgery on his throwing elbow. He played 2 games in the playoffs with that bad elbow. Now the 1-0. Down low, and it's a called strike. He injured the elbow on a throw in game 2, finished that game, played games 3 and 4, knowing he'd blown the elbow up. Talk about tough. Now the set, now the 1-1 to Gregorius. Swing and a foul back. Yankees down to their last strike. The Indians 5, the Yankees 2. Full house here, or close to it, on their feet at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Hand is ready. Here it comes. Swung on, roped foul down the right side. Will do it again. At a ball and 2 strikes. He was out front of a 95-mile-an-hour heater. Zach Plesac is 1 strike away from his first major league win. And it comes against the Yankees. The set and pitch. And Gregorius swing and a miss. Ball game. Get him on that slider. Brad Hand strikes out the side. He's perfect. 19 for 19 in save opportunities as the league leader in saves is Brad Hand with 19. Zach Plesac gets his first major league win. And the Indians keep playing their best baseball of the year against the best teams in the American League.